Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Mama Bear's Homestead and More. On today's episode, the shop is open again. The wet floor is still wet and the roof's still leaking. But hey, we gotta make hay when the sun shines. The sun ain't shining, but hey, we're gonna get after it though. We're gonna get to working on this G again. Got a break in the rain, so I guess we better get started. But first we got to get our toolbox unloaded out of the truck. Alright guys, right here's the project at hand. It is an N62 Continental. Allis-Chalmers used these on the G's. It's 10 horsepower. I don't know what else to say about them. They're not real big. It's a 4-cylinder generator, but we ain't gonna get it off air with me sitting here talking to you guys, so let's go ahead and get after it. Can you guys see good right there? Yep. Go ahead and dump our sockets. Right. We're just going to take this off just so we don't break it when we're picking the motor up. I have located a radiator. That reminds me, I need to get that check in the mail. My buddy Bob Fisher up in northern Indiana. Mr. Bob's been real good to me. I bought that seat piece from him. Now he's got a radiator for me. Come on, socket, let go of it. That's been off before, because it's got that blue crap under it. Boy, does that look dirty in there. Rusty. Wow. Don't like that. Flaky. But it's alright, because we're going to make it more better. Maybe. We're gonna make it more better. Okay. We got that off. So I'd say the next thing we ought to do, guys, is get the hitch off. And I know that's something I've been dreading. Not sure why either, because it ain't gonna be that bad. What I thought. They're 5/8. So we'll get us this, that there. And that looks like 13, that's what I thought. And 7/8. Alright guys, it looks like I'm gonna have to get me another wrench or a different socket, so I'll be right back. At work we use these Gojo Buck hand cleaners. Well, they throw these in the trash, I bring them home. So this is gonna be my G motor bucket. That's a 7/8. Nope, it's a 15. Oh, that's tight, guys. We don't have to go to 1/2-inch drive. Yeah, we probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and keep going that direction and getting that off. For our next step, it needs to come off. Okay, there's that. All right, we're back. Sometimes you just gotta get mean with it. All right, hopefully now we can ratchet it. Castle nut. Guess you don't do you guys no good. My arm's pointing through across. But there's a nut holding this drawbar on. That little dude right there, gone. Alright, so in theory now we should be able to take the last 2 bolts out. And there it is, guys. The G drawbar is out. Wow, that's tiny. Okay, we got that out. One. I reckon, guys, we probably ought to be getting the chain and the boom pole hooked up together, because all we got left is the bell housing bolts. Yep, I believe that's it. I'm super excited, guys. We're getting close. I like it when we play I win and it don't fight me the entire way. like a lot of other projects I do. No, we won't kick them out here yet. Put that in our boat bucket. Oh, there's a flat washer. Okay. That. Alright, guys, we found us a chain that'll work. We got one side in. We're in there taking this bolt here out so we can put our chain there. Alright, so what we've done is taken two head bolts loose, put the chain in there, and tighten the head bolts back up. Alright, we got that done. That needs to go back in the boat bucket. Got one bolt left on this side. I got 4 on this side. So I guess we ought to catch it up, hadn't we? Get them taken off this side. And there's one down here on the bottom that I think that just holds an inspection cover on. So I think if we take it off, we'll be able to see the flywheel better. I think it's just a piece of tin. I don't think the engine block starts till right here. It's just an inspection plate. I was kidding with one of my buddies at work. He's like, so how big is that G motor? I said, well, I think I could pick it up by hand and set it off there, but I said, I don't really, yeah, that's exactly what that is. It's just a little inspection cover, and it's full of goop. You know, let's take this one out next. It's harder to get to. I thought I had. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this line here out. Oh, that's the throttle line. Yeah, that's coming back here to the the governor rod. Okay, that's unhooked there. Now that's gonna be a nightmare. Boys. I don't know if we should take that manifold off. I know it looks like it has 2 bolts in it. If we take the manifold off, then the carburetor and the sediment bowl will come off with that. That might be good. Well, this carburetor don't look great. I can't even tell what kind it is. It's a shell blow. Marble. So, alright, we're going to get this bolt here out. That'll give us one bolt on both sides of it. Still in it. And then we'll get a socket and ratchet deep well and hope them come out. They don't look terrible like a normal manifold bolts, but I've never had one of these off. I know that's the smallest manifold I've ever seen. I need to get online and start looking at parts. I know I'm gonna want a gasket set. Cause we're gonna clean the motor up. The oil pan's got a big nasty dent in it. I'm hoping I can take that oil pan off and just beat that dent out. But I don't quite understand how it got a dent in it with that drawbar on it. What do you think, Mom Bear? Mama Bear things. You know what that means, guys? It means, Bobby Bear, you just stick to turning wrenches. Yeah. Because then Mama Bear things can get out of control. And if you can get more than a quarter stroke on this bolt, it would be out by now, but and I haven't really done much research to see what all the N62 Continental was used in, but I'm certain Continental stuck this thing in a lot of different things. Allis-Chalmers just bought the motor from him and used it. Alright, that's out. With that, yeah, we missed our bucket. Okay, I'm about, them look like 1/2 inch, not 9s. Yeah, them are half. So, we will get over there to our, put that in that box too. Guys, we're sticking to the chain, but you also found that washer. But yeah, they both broke loose, so that's a huge plus. Looks like there's 4 bolts. How in the world do you get in there to them? That one and that one without taking absolutely everything apart? Oh, this ain't good. Man. Found it now instead of finding it later. I'm gonna guess that you gotta take that carburetor off and wrench them from the bottom. But let's go ahead and get the 2 off we can. Oh man, I knew that was too good to be true, only being 2 bolts in that. There, you see that nut down in there? Let me find you. At least they're coarse thread. All right. Let's see if we can't get us a 7/16. All right, the first bolt's turning. That's huge. All right, let's go right here. Alright, we got the throttle shaft out of the way. I'll tell you what we're going to do is go ahead and put that washer and nut back on there. So that's fine thread. Got it taken off the governor housing. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright guys. I got, believe it or not, that one carburetor bolt come out. The one turned real stiff. The other one turned pretty decent. So I'm gonna get it out here real quick. Then we'll have the carburetor and the sediment bolt off. Then we'll see if we can reach them manifold bolts that are behind the intake. Okay. Guys, this bolt, gotcha. Carburetor. I've never really dealt with one of these carburetors, but I think it really can't be much different than other carburetors. But yeah, now I can get the numbers. The marble shovel. Get the numbers off of it for sure. Yeah, I like it. All right, let's see. Looks like I can get to them. Barely, but I can get to them. I'll show you these bolts that were holding the carburetor on that weren't real nice to me. That's pretty rusty, pretty nasty, but this one's the worst one. See that rust up in the threads, and yeah, that one was going, luckily did not snap off. One 15-minute job is always a broken bolt from being a 2-hour job that you regret your life decisions. So we need to get a 1/2-inch wrench, because I cannot get a socket in there. That's going to have to be wrenched to get the throttle cable out. Well, that'll get the exhaust and intake manifold come off, and that's what bracket runs Hold on, guys. I don't think we need to take it all the way off. It's just got a little bracket that bolts on, goes over one of these studs. Okay. Okay, come on, Cap, let go. Be nice, Cap. Be nice. Alright, guys, we got that throttle cable out of the way. I think it'll be in our best interest to take it loose on the other end so we can get it plumb out of the way. But yeah, that right there. Little bracket right there. That is awesome. So I didn't have to take that one loose, but I did. It's alright. We'll have them all off at some point. I dropped my flat washer, but it's alright. We can get more of them. So what we need to do is go up here and see if we can't back that out. I sure hope we can. Alright, this is moving, so that's haha. Look at right there, guys. That works slick as a whistle. Alright, don't fall down on the ground because I'll hate to hunt you later. Let's thread that back in there just a little bit so we don't lose that. That's your throttle. That works the same way as it does on Cali Alley, Little Dean, the CA. It's got the same throttle as a junk shifter boot. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I'm excited, super excited now. All right, let's take this bolt here out. Yeah, pig got hit by the fence. All right, we're gonna not take it all the way out. We'll make sure we can get it to move. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to get you set up to where you might be able to. All right, guys, watch this crack right here. Hopefully it cracks. If it does, that means the motor's coming to us. What we want. Oh yeah, it's cracking. It's cracking. Go ahead and just take the bolts out. Yep, we can. All right. Get a wrench. Yeah. You guys got moved up there. What are you guys seeing? It's cheese wagon. I think what we're gonna be able to do is get underneath of it, do that inspection, where that inspection plate came out, and get the pry bar in there, and hopefully pry it away. It would probably come to if we pick the motor up just a little bit. We might do that also. But we are going to do that. Wow, that came hard. Didn't look that bad. Alright guys, I'm going to start the tractor. Probably roll it back. I'll probably roll it back first before I start it. And then try to get some weight off of it. See if we can't pry bar the motor out of the clutch. Why do I always do that? Alright guys, watch that crack now. Guys, we got it moving. We got it cracked. Another good thing I want to discuss about being a homesteader slash hoarder slash don't throw anything away. You can go to auctions and buy buckets of tools. You never know what you're going to get. But these old wood chisels, they work great. She's getting wider, guys. I can see the dowel pins now. Boys, we got it loose. She's about to be all on the tractor, and it is. All right, guys. Another huge accomplishment that little weighted basket does. Look, everything's still on the ground. That motor ain't that big, so I don't know if it would have reared the front end up, but it's loose. So what we got to do now, guys, is pull this forward, pick that up. That way we can get the clutch and the flywheel off of it. And then after that, we can get it put over there on the engine stand. Yes. right, guys, what do you think? A little redneck ingenuity. Boom pole on the back of the little tractor to pull the motor of the G. And I went ahead and put this block under there so it won't drift down. But yep, that right there is what we was going after, guys. That mouse nest. When I pulled that starter out, I got a little bit of it out with the starter, so I knew it was in there. All right, we don't want to leave it in there. So yeah, look, it's all in the clutch forks. Man, that's a little clutch. Wow, is that thing tiny? The clutch fingers look good. Super happy about that. But guys, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 6 bolts off. That'll have the clutch, pressure plate, and clutch off. And this crap, yeah, you gotta watch. That stuff's nasty. But we'll put a new yeah, throw-up bearing in there. I'm thinking while we're this close, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the brakes. Not today. But it looks like this housing comes off of the rear end, so I'm sure we'll take that off, clean it up, and the reason I say we'll put a new throw-up bearing in there is because we probably will not get it off without destroying it. But we'll check this clutch plate out once we get it off the flywheel. That's going to be your oil pump. Yeah, heck yeah, guys, super stoked. All right, I'm gonna go get the impact for this and something to put this clutch and flywheel in to keep it safe. Flywheel feels really good. It don't have a bunch of no grooves in it at all. Man, this thing's tiny. Come on, bear. Yeah. Come here. Look at what we have.
What is this?
This is a motor hanging. This is what we was after. Okay. But you see this stuff right there? You know what that is?
Mouse?
Mouse nest. That's why we went into it. Okay. To get that out of there. We knew it was in there. We gotta keep Mom Bear on track. That way she knows we'll keep her in the loop.
You know.
But right here, Mom Bear, is the smallest clutch I've ever seen in my life. But that's the clutch. And this is a pressure plate. This is the clutch. That's the pressure plate. This is your clutch disc, in case people didn't know. And then that bolts onto the flywheel. So now we're gonna get us one of these side sockets, and we can get this off.
Well, I'm gonna straighten up a couple things in the store.
Okay.
But I won't be down there long.
Okay.
It is 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
No.
We got training at church tonight, so that's what I meant by it's not too bad. Now these will have a torque set when we go back together, And I'm pretty sure somewhere I have the original manual for a repair manual for a G that Mama Bear bought for me a long time ago, way before we had a G. But I like the literature, having literature on equipment. So I went last night and picked up some new literature. D17 model 63 plow, got all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, all right, we got all the bolts out of it now. Oh, we will yeah, I'm gonna put them back in there because I don't want them holes to get dirty in their fine thread bolts. I don't want to have to go buy fine thread bolts. They're drilled for wire. That's kind of neat. The way you can tie them all together so they don't back out. Probably ain't a bad idea. I don't know that a 10 horsepower tractor would require that much, would make that much torque to spin the flywheel bolts out, but you never know. And right there, guys, that's all it is. That's a flywheel. We'll set that right on top of the clutch. It's going to get its own spot in the house. Okay. We'll put these back in there. Just a good idea, I think. Some people may do it different, but I think it's a real good idea to put it back in. Put these bolts back in there. We'll go ahead and spray all this with Pentro. That way we can get a protective coating on it, because we know that my shop leaks. And with the bolts in it, it makes it a lot easier to bar it over if we need to. But yeah, guys, this is so awesome. And we got a bucket full of parts and bolts. And we'll put the right oil pressure gauge on it. I don't like that. We gotta just get it cleaned up. I'd like to find where I could drain the block out of the water. That's your blow-by tube. Another good thing about these cheap auction tools that I told you about is this works good for an 1.25 inch scraper. Yeah. But yeah, it's we get all this stuff scraped off. Next warm day we get. See, look at that dent, guys. That's not good. Not supposed to be there. I mean, these G's are getting hard to find. Not hard to find, but they didn't make very many of them, and a lot of people have bought them up and collected them and turned them into show tractors, and that's what they deserve. But I want to make one to work. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it on the engine stand. Hey guys, we're back. I had to run to town and get hardware. Imagine that. But hey, we got it. And so we need to pick our motor back up. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to set you guys right there. I don't know how well this is gonna work. What I was afraid of. You guys ain't wanting to stay. Wrench. This one tightened up a little bit. Guys, we got her picked up in the air and it lined up or straightened up like I was wanting it to. Got a lot more better, as our fellow YouTube friend and buddy Ross Oliver man would say. I think we need to move that Just go ahead and try to use that. Yeah. Alright. It's gonna be that way. We're gonna get the guns after it. Oh boy. Alright guys, I got all the bolts in it but one. Now I'm going to tighten these bolts up and hope that we can get it. Alright guys, we're going to set it down. Finally. I love it when a good plan comes together. Get my rag out of the way here. But yes, we have our N62 Continental on the engine stand. So in theory, I can roll this thing around, get it cleaned up, all that. Feels like it's pretty stable on there, but yeah, but I'll be able to roll it around and work on that oil pan. Oh well, you guys can see what I'm talking about, rolling it over. Yeah, I don't know what done that, guys. I don't like it. That leaks up there. Looks like it's got some leaks in the back. But I got what I wanted to done today. I got the motor off and I got it hanging on the cherry picker, or the engine stand. Had to use Little Goose as my cherry picker, but hey, it worked out great. But I'm gonna leave this video here, and as always, my friends, keep on keeping on, because we love every single one of you.